Hello and welcome back to my channel, guys. This is the Milkorify show, and today I'm going to be doing a review of these headphones. Now, I unboxed them, and there are 5 or 6 things behind them right now that need to be reviewed, but I have to do this one first. I know some of you guys want that etchy 4XS reviews first. Some of guys want that other stuff that I unboxed. But I'm going to be doing these first because of a couple of reasons. First of all, these were recommended to me. These headphones were recommended to me by one of my friends. His name is Yannick Kong, and he is an avid audiophile. And he's right now in the group called Head5. Um, One of the phrases that he said about these headphones when he was testing these is that under Sundar, which is a hi-fi man, $500 headphone, that these are the probably are the best. And that I know he said it in that moment, but it caught my attention. And I was at the GameStop the other day, and these were over there, and they had a 30-day return policy, and I decided to pick them up, and I have to return these. And I'm gonna talk about at the end of the video why I have decided to return these. But first we gotta review it. And if you are one of those people that do not like to watch the long video, then I'm going to tell you right now, and it is very easy for me to say about a product. It hasn't been that easy in the past, but I'll tell you right now. These are 49. These gaming headset. This gaming headset, because it has a mic, retails for $49.99 right now, and for $50, these are the best. And I say that while keeping in mind that my beloved Philips SHP 9500, they are $49.99 right now at newegg.com, and sometimes they go up, but for last 6 months I have seen them for $49.99. So I love those Philips. They are my babies. But I'm telling you right now, for $50, these are the best pair of headphones that you can buy for your money right now. And if you want me to convince you further, take you through this ride, stay here and see what I have to say about these. And I know my loyal viewers, they watch the full videos anyway. So okay, let's do this. These are called HyperX Cloud Stinger. Now, let me put these away for a second and talk to you about gaming headsets in general. And in general, they suck. And when I was playing these headphones, one of the first songs that I played after my test list was Drake's new song, and it's called Nice for What. And it is Louisiana bounce style music. Um, it's a song, and the underlying thing that the lady keeps singing is you said you'd care for me, you said you'd die for me. And that's kind of fitting because it kind of relates to the company's claim about audio products, because usually they will say this is a gaming headset, this is 7.1, 5.1, it will improve your gaming performance. But that is not what most gaming headsets are. Most gaming headsets is just a cheap, shitty headphone that they slap a microphone on, and they just sell you that. And in fact, before these, I didn't really have a gaming headset. I made my own headset. And HyperX is actually, I listened to the Cloud Alpha, they're called. and those are a derivative of Techstar Pro 80, and they were pretty good. I like those headphones. And then Yannick talked about these, and I had to pick them up. So I can count on my fingers how many gaming headsets there are out there that are actually high quality. They have high quality sound. Sennheiser has one. Now one more has one, and HyperX Cloud. And I cannot think of another one right now that I have personally tried that was good. I've tried a lot of those. I can't even remember the name. Those glowy shirts. They have like this lightings and patterns, and none of them are really good. All of them are like cheap $5 headphones that they slap a microphone on and sell you that for $50. This is not that. You open it up, you look at the driver, and you can tell just by looking at the driver that it is a high quality product. So most gaming headsets suck. This is what you need for a gaming headset: neutral sound. You gotta have neutral sound because you gotta be able because you cannot have too much bass. You could have too much treble technically. You cannot have too much bass if you're going for competitive play. You gotta have a good microphone, a decent microphone, and you gotta have good sound stage. It could be wide. Problem with a very wide sound stage is that imaging takes a hit. It has to be accurate, cannot be that narrow, and very very good imaging. That's what you need in a gaming headset. Speaking in terms of first person shooter games. Now, what I used to do before, and this you can still do this. You can do two things. You can get like an external USB microphone, like the Blue Yeti or other Blue stuff. Blue is a brand, and get a very good microphone and a very good headphone, and use the headphone with that external microphone. That's, in my opinion, the easiest solution of them all. Or you could get the thing that I'm wearing right now, this V-moda Boom Pro microphone, and this is a 3.5 microphone. I mean, if your headphone has a 3.5, these Philips, they do. You can just attach that with that, and you have a gaming headset done. Or you can get like a anti-lawn mount mic. That will work with any headphone because it has a magnet sticky thing that will stick right here. The arm will come down just like this, and you will have a gaming headset. So that is it. Now I am reading here, just letting you know, because there's a lot of talk about, and my memory is that of lizard. So let's start the review. Go through the basics. Okay, so this is an over-ear gaming headset. Yeah, it's not very portable. You're not gonna be able to use it on a bus, subway, and be fine. I mean, you can do it, but you're not gonna just look fine. Very very understated look, in my opinion. Black everything. Just these things are a little bit of a show off the branding, but other than that, very understated look. On the left ear cup is the microphone. You turn it up to mute it. You turn it down to engage it again. Very helpful. I was using it with my games, and very very helpful. Just straight up good thinking, turn up to mute, turn down to engage. Very very good. Right ear cup has a volume control. Now this volume control is it's not bad. It is a good thing to have. It is a feature, but it's very very loose, and when you touch it, it causes microphonics through the right ear cup, and that is not good. But it's not a deal breaker, I guess, because the microphonics are only there when you touch it. If you're not touching it a lot, you're fine. It's not loose enough that you can change it just by shaking it or something. But that is it. Now, this thing, there's not a lot of padding, but if you, in my case, I was able to adjust it to get a comfortable fit, and you might have to get a comfort strap. I mean, one of those things that I think Bear Dynamics sells it. I never had to get one, but I think it is called a comfort strap. Maybe, I don't know. It's just a thing of leather that wraps around the headband. Overall, plastic, it doesn't creak, it doesn't make noises or anything, but it is like not very high quality. It is plastic still. But I have had headphones twice its price that will creak. Now pads. Most of my headphones I change pad. The one I'm wearing right now changed the pads. And I don't like my ears to touch the insides of the pad or anything else. These ones, they are just thick enough, tall enough, I mean, that your ears don't touch, and they're just, I mean, I wouldn't call them completely comfortable, but they're just comfortable enough that you can use them. You don't have to change them if you don't need to. If you want to, I would recommend Brainwaves Protein Leather basic one. And there was one problem that I had with this, and they have little holes where the pad would touch the driver, and those little holes are there for the purpose of allowing the sound to flow into the pad. Excuse me. But since it is a fake leather, definitely, those little holes, they are not soft, the cutouts in the leather, and sometimes they would scratch the back of my ear, but the problem went away after a couple days of use. You might have to change the pads for that reason alone, but that is it. Comfort wise, $50 you don't have to get anything, and that is a win in my situation, and in my opinion and situation. And that is all there is to say about the comfort of these headphones. Now, they do claim it is the pads of memory foam, but it is not a very high quality memory foam. Let's talk about the sound. As a gaming headset, sound is perfect. That's exactly what you need in a gaming headset. Neutral sound, very, very neutral. You'll hear footsteps, good imaging, decent sound stage. And $50 gaming headsets, you cannot lose with them. Now let's talk about them in terms of headphone for music. Now, you know, for music, they are phenomenal as well. I have these thoughts in my head. I want to talk about them. I want to give you a picture. But let's do the thing that I do. Let's talk about them in an analytical way first, and then I'll tell you how they make me feel. Okay, so they are slightly V-shaped. They are neutral, but they're just slightly V-shaped. And that is confusing to you. What I mean by that is bass is not crazy big in quantity. There's not a lot of mid bass clouding up the mids, but bass goes deeper. It goes very deep. You have sub bass. There's texture to it that you can hear. And highs, they are bright ish. I mean, they are not like unbearable, but you have bright highs that lack just 10% of the extension of something like M40X. Status Audio had similar highs, but it had a little bit more extension as well. So it's like they lack extension, but highs are present. They are there. They're brightish in nature. So you're getting these very very good highs. They certainly have better highs than HD 600. And I'm not saying this is a better headphone than HD 600, but highs are good on these. Mids, they're slightly recessed, but the body is full. So they're detailed, and they're detailed. They are full, but just slightly recessed in volume. So you'll hear the bass and treble first before you hear the mids, but mids are there. Trust me, they are there, and they will engage you. They're slightly recessed. So it makes a V shape, but it is so neutral at the same time. Now, if I were to say the party piece, it is the clarity of these headphones. They have amazing clarity. You hear everything, and that is what you need in a gaming headset. You need to hear every single thing, and it makes me just smile every time I think about them. The songs I heard. I was talking about these. I had AudioQuest Nighthawks, and I had these, and I was playing this song, uh, "Call Out My Name" by Weekend. Abel is his name, and I heard that song on these, and then on Nighthawks. They just blew Nighthawks away. Maybe I had a defective pair of Nighthawks, but they sounded very, very good with that one song that I tried both of those headphones on. There's just a soul to that song. Nighthawks couldn't muster. So, they're appropriate, you know. They are like complete sound. Utopia, you put Utopia on, and that's a $400,000 headphone. Just to give you some context, details, micro details. To a bass, that headphone has sub bass too, but it almost like I don't like the bass of that headphone. It feels to me personally bass light, but it has other things going on. So you see, there's not a balance. There's not a completeness to the way that headphone $4,000 headphone sound. And now there are headphones up there that sound very appropriate. Odyssey has some, Stax has some, Mr. Speakers, Eon C Flow, I love it. And kind of like that, Sundar, that's a very complete sounding headphone as well. So that is the thing about them. That thing is so missing with higher you go up in, like, every company has this party piece thing going on that separates them from the other things, but that is good. But like complete sounding headphones, they are very very rare. DT 1990. What else can I think about? You know what, I'm getting a little derailed, so let's you know what, I'm still returning these. You know why? Two reasons. First, I already have good neutral headphones, so I don't need that. So the thing that makes it so good is going to be a detriment probably for an audiophile who already owns expensive gear, because the audio files, they look for, like, one of the first things they go for is neutrality. They have one headphone that is neutral, and then they go for the headphone that they really like. People swear by the headphones they really like. LCD4 does its thing, Utopia does its own thing, Sennheiser HD 800, loved by many, hated by many. So audiophiles, they go for a neutral headphone first. So that is one of the first headphones for one of the first things they do. And I already have neutral headphones. So if you were to talk to me Like at $50, it has only one other competition, that is the headphone that I'm wearing on my head right now. And if you gave me an option of this and this, I'll still pick these for my personal pick. I'm telling you right now, objectively, this is a better headphone than the ones on my head right now. But I will pick this one. I will pick this one up, and the reason for that is sound-wise. First, this is open, and it does a thing to the mid-range that I really like. It's kind of similar to HD 600, but not really. The thing that this headphone does is there's like an isolation to the vocals and mid-range and the way it hits you that this doesn't have. This is a complete, very neutral sounding headphone. It will give you what is there. It will not do anything to anything, but this does, and I like that difference. So that is why I will pick these up. And these are sibilant in highs. They are, and that's why I put these pads on, because when I bought these, I talked to the brainwaves guy on Twitter, and I said, I have this headphone. I need to tame down the highs. Tell me which one I want. He said, go for the angled velour HM5, and that's what I got. And it was a pain to change it, but I like it. I like the sound of this modified. I like the sound of this too, but I already have things that sound like this. And if you are a new guy, get this. You know what? Audition both of these. See what you like, and do like a detailed audition. I'll just buy it on the Amazon 30-day return policy. Keep the one that you like and send the other one back. So, let me end the review by saying this. Best headphone at $50, under $50, at $50, best headphone there is. You cannot go wrong buying this. You just cannot. It could be a reference headphone. That's how good it is. Like, if you were monitoring, it has enough detail that you'll need to hear something in the background. You can pick that out with this. You kind of need to amp it with a very good DAC and amp for that to happen. But I'm trying to put this image in my mind. How do I tell the greatness that this headphone carries? I think we are maybe 25-30 minutes in this review by now. I still cannot put it. Okay. Let me think about this. Okay, let's do this. Always like to compare headphones with girls. This is like the perfect girl that you can get, and this is the girl that you like talking to, that I like talking to. But this is the best perfect girl, Ivy League educated, banging body, intelligent, good family, everything is there. But this is the girl that is beautiful and you like talking to. You can like talking to this one either. If you like talking to this girl, get this girl. If you like talking to this girl, then get this girl. So that is it. Ending the review. And I think I did a shitty job reviewing this headphone right now. But yeah, best sounding headphone under $50. Love you guys. And subscribe, share this video, and have a good week. Bye.